The White House says it is investigating an alleged drone attack late Wednesday on the Kremlin, which Russia claims was a failed attempt by Ukraine to assassinate Russian President Vladimir Putin. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby.
One thing I can tell you for certain is that the United States was not involved in this incident in any way, contrary to Mr. Peskov's lies. And that's what they are, just lies.
Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov blamed Kyiv and Washington earlier Thursday without providing any evidence of their involvement in the attack.
These attempts to disown this, both by Kyiv and by Washington, are, of course, absolutely ridiculous. We know very well that decisions about such actions, about such terrorist attacks, are made not in Kyiv, but in Washington, and Kyiv does what it is told to do.
At the International Criminal Court in The Hague on Thursday, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called for a war crimes investigation of Putin. On Wednesday, he said Ukraine was too busy defending itself from Russian attacks to launch such a strike on the Kremlin.
We don't attack Putin or Moscow. We fight on our territory. We are defending our villages and cities. We don't have, enough weapons for this.
In Brussels, European Union Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell had this warning for Moscow.
We call Russia not to use this alleged attack as an excuse to continue the escalation of the war. This is what worries us.
A Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson said all parties should refrain from any action that could further escalate the situation. And when asked about Beijing offering to mediate an end to the Russia-Ukraine war, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Wednesday the U.S. would welcome any country's efforts towards a just and durable peace. But he added,
But it has to begin with a couple of things. First, a clear understanding that in this instance, there's a victim and there's an aggressor. There's no moral equivalence between the two positions. And I have to say, until recently, it was very unclear whether China accepted that basic principle. I'm still not sure that they do, but at least President Xi has now had a conversation with President Zelensky.
China has thus far not called on Russia to withdraw its troops from Ukraine. Saine, VOA News.